Volunteer Plus by Vyas Pujari, Arnav Mehta, Shreyas Menon, and Tejas Bhardwaj. So what is the problem? 55% of teenagers in the US volunteer, and an estimated 15.5 million youth participate in volunteer activities. This attributes to 1.3 billion hours of community service each year. And the problem is, students have difficulties in finding volunteer opportunities, and logging all their hours is extremely difficult. The current solution is that students have to schedule volunteering sessions directly with the organization, and the organizations give the students a signed paper of proof of volunteer work. Students then have to collect the paperwork and then apply to societies and clubs within their school. Our solution offers a much more efficient approach. Students can browse and sign up for volunteering sessions through the Volunteer Plus web server on a device. Organizations are partnered with Volunteer Plus, so upon their approval of these volunteer sessions, Volunteer Plus will log and format the hours for the student, allowing for easy access. School districts can also monitor students' volunteer hours, and a proposal doesn't have to be submitted in person when a student wants to apply for certain clubs or societies inside of their school that require volunteer hours. An overview is that we eliminate the inconveniences with volunteering by partnering with organizations and allowing mediation of students' accounts from school districts. So how does it work? The student will have to simply log on to the Volunteer Plus website and sign up for a time slot and at an organization through our internet-based information system. After the volunteer session is completed, the organization gives approval if the student has attended. Upon the organization's approval of the volunteer sessions, Volunteer Plus will log and format the hours for the student. School districts can monitor students' volunteer hours through a specific login that's provided to them. When a student wants to apply for a society or club in their school that requires volunteer hours, they can submit a proposal through the website, which will have already formatted the hours and organizations as necessary. Therefore, a proposal does not have to be submitted in person by the student that require volunteer hours. The user interface will consist of the organizations in a list which the student can click on and view their volunteer hours so far. The user interface will be similar for the school administrator. However, they will have the ability to access student profiles and view their volunteer hours so far. As you can see, this is a little bit of a glimpse of what this user interface might look like. So what is our revenue model? Where are we going to make our money from? Organizations are the first source of revenue. Through the use of our app, students will be able to find more volunteer opportunities, and thus organizations will receive significant benefits. Therefore, these organizations serve as benefactors, in which a symbiotic relationship is maintained with the money provided by the organizations and the awareness of the organizations provided by our platform. Advertising is another big source of revenue, as organizations will be able to advertise for their events when students browse, which will make students want to sign up as quickly as possible. School districts are also another big source of revenue, as schools can monitor how their students are doing outside of school through our platform and see the hours that each student has. And the hours are also verified by these organizations. Many students have the will to submit applications for many clubs or activities, and with our platform, they can submit their application through our platform, which already has everything necessary included. So what are the milestones for our company? We start with market analysis and research, and then move on to a business plan. And then we develop our beta web app and start partnering with organizations. Then we receive funding, and then lastly, build a large user base. Thank you for your time.